Welcome to The Explainer. I want you to just imagine something for a second. What if the totally mundane, everyday world you're used to suddenly cracked open to reveal the impossible? Today, we're unpacking an incredible narrative from the Chronicles of the Anonymous Tome. We're going to break down the anatomy of a mystery that honestly defies logic and track a journey that perfectly bridges the gap between the totally ordinary and the absolutely extraordinary.
It's a pretty heavy question, isn't it? What if a single book could reveal secrets that were literally never meant to be discovered? Okay, let's dive into this. Our story kicks off with a seemingly ordinary teenager named Yoshi. Picture a super quiet town, a pouring rainy evening, and a dusty, forgotten attic. It is the textbook setup for a mystery. Yoshi is just having a normal day, but what goes down on this stormy night is going to lead him down a path that nobody could possibly explain, uncovering a secret that had been desperately hidden for generations.
Chapter 1. The Discovery.
Every great mystery starts with a completely unassuming moment. On a stormy afternoon, Yoshi was helping clear out his grandfather's cluttered attic, and he uncovers this small, hidden wooden chest. Inside lay something that felt entirely out of place. A dark leather cover. No title. No author. Just a single gold symbol. Now, as an explainer of mysteries, I always tell you guys to look for the anomalies. And an unmarked, ancient-looking book locked inside a hidden chest is a massive one. Naturally, human curiosity got the better of Yoshi. He didn't just leave it there to collect dust. He reached out and he opened it.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer contrast. At first glance, total disappointment. The pages looked completely ordinary, just blank, empty paper. But then, nature actually steps in. A sudden, massive flash of lightning lights up the dark room, and in that split second of electric light, the blank pages completely transformed. Faint, glowing words suddenly appeared right there on the ancient paper.
The glowing writing was crazy enough on its own, but there was one detail that was just entirely impossible. The book knew his name. I mean, imagine Yoshi's heart just hammering in his chest. How on earth could an impossibly old, locked-away artifact know the exact identity of the modern teenager holding it? This wasn't just a random book anymore. It was a highly targeted message.
The very first visible sentence glowing on that page read exactly like this. Yoshi, if you are reading this, the mystery has already begun. Really let that sink in for a second. This was his ultimate call to adventure. The book wasn't just a static object sitting there. It was actively speaking to him. It was acknowledging he was there and instantly pulling him into a narrative that had been waiting literally just for him to show up.
Chapter 2. The Trail of Riddles.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because as Yoshi turned those glowing pages, the text actually morphed into a series of carefully crafted riddles. It was a deliberate test, basically acting as a physical map. Step 1 led him out into the rain to a forgotten clock tower. Step 2 pushed him toward an abandoned train station right on the outskirts of town, and Step 3 took him even further into the wild to a hidden cave near the rushing river. So what does this tell us? Well, two things. First, whoever wrote this book wanted to guide someone to a very specific destination. And second, they needed to keep that destination desperately hidden from anyone who wasn't clever enough or worthy enough to actually follow the path. The tension here is just escalating. Yoshi isn't just reading a story at this point, he's physically tracking down something of immense importance.
Chapter 3. The Secret Society.
Following those clues from the clock tower all the way to the cave, the entire scope of this mystery shifted. This was absolutely no longer just a boy in a weird book. Yoshi had actually uncovered concrete evidence of a secret society. We're talking about a clandestine group that had been operating in the shadows for over a century, and they had one singular, unwavering purpose: to protect a powerful, ancient artifact hidden deep beneath the town itself. This really reveals the sheer scale of what Yoshi had stumbled into. According to the source material, countless people had searched for this exact artifact over the generations. Many tried, but absolutely none had succeeded. Well, not until Yoshi opened that dark leather cover.
Chapter 4. The Final Mystery.
That final clue led Yoshi straight down into a hidden underground chamber, situated directly beneath that old clock tower. You can just imagine the atmosphere: damp, completely silent, and heavy with centuries of hidden history. And sitting right in the center of this room were two simple but totally breathtaking objects: a stone pedestal, and resting right on top of it, an unearthly crystal unlike anything Yoshi had ever seen in his entire life. Now, the sensory details here are absolutely crucial. The exact moment Yoshi reached out and physically touched that mysterious crystal, the dark leather book he was carrying didn't just glow faintly like before. It flared brightly to life, revealing its very final page.
And the message on that final page read, "The greatest treasure was never the crystal. It was the journey that revealed the truth." So the crucial point is this. The physical artifact the society spent over a century protecting, it was almost a misdirection. The true prize the whole time was the actual pursuit of knowledge, the development of the mind, and the courage it takes to seek the truth. It's just a brilliant universal lesson wrapped up inside this gripping mystery, reminding all of us that our own pursuit of knowledge is often way more valuable than the actual answers we're looking for.
The conclusion, the vanishing.
The very next morning when Yoshi woke up, the dark leather book was just gone, without a single physical trace left behind. Though, obviously it changed Yoshi forever. This eerie vanishing act leaves us with some pretty massive lingering theories. Was the book truly some sort of magical artifact capable of just disappearing into thin air? Or was it a masterful piece of engineering, created by a brilliant human mind and designed specifically to test the curiosity and intellect of future generations? The absolute beauty of this narrative is that it remains perfectly, mysteriously open-ended.
Whatever the real truth might be, the story leaves us with one final undeniable question. A question about our own curiosity, our courage, and the pursuit of the unknown. If the mysterious, anonymous tome appeared before you today, would you open it?